Welcome to 5 Quick Wonders, the place where knowledge meets curiosity. Today we're diving into the world of artificial intelligence with 5 incredible facts about ChatGPT, one of the most advanced AIs ever created. From its surprising beginnings to unexpected ways it's changing our lives, stick around for some eye-opening insights. Let's get started. Fact 1. When you think about artificial intelligence, especially something as smart as ChatGPT, you might assume it has access to the entire internet. But that's not exactly true. ChatGPT, developed by OpenAI, was trained on a massive dataset that includes books, articles, websites, and conversations, but with strict filters. It didn't learn from private data, social media posts behind logins, or real-time news updates. And it doesn't know anything past its training cutoff unless integrated with real-time tools. The goal was to teach it how humans communicate, reason, and ask questions. This means ChatGPT doesn't know everything, and its knowledge is static. It doesn't update automatically. That's why you sometimes hear it say, "My knowledge is up to date as of 2023. Still, even without real-time updates, its ability to predict, generate, and summarize human language is staggering. Its training involved reinforcement learning and human feedback, where real people evaluated its responses to teach it how to sound helpful, friendly, and even funny. In short, ChatGPT is like a giant library trained to speak like a human, but it doesn't browse the web or spy on your emails. That's what makes it powerful, yet limited at the same time. Fact 2. When people talk to ChatGPT, they often describe it as smart, intelligent, or knowledgeable. But here's something mind-blowing: ChatGPT doesn't actually understand what it's saying. It's not thinking or reasoning the way a human does. What it really does is predict the most likely next word in a sentence based on patterns in the data it was trained on. It's called a large language model, and that means it works statistically. When you ask it a question, it doesn't pull out a fact from a database. It generates an answer word by word, predicting what should come next to sound coherent. The more it was trained on a variety of texts, the better it got at mimicking human speech, tone, and logic. But behind the scenes, there's no awareness, no emotions, no understanding, just patterns. This prediction-based mechanism is what allows ChatGPT to write poems, code, stories, and even simulate human conversation. And because it was trained on such a huge and diverse dataset, its predictions can often sound incredibly insightful. But it's also why it sometimes hallucinates, giving wrong answers that sound right. It's just making its best guess, based on what it has seen before. Understanding this changes the way we use and trust AI. It's not a thinking machine, it's a pattern machine that has learned to sound like it thinks. And yet, that illusion is powerful enough to transform industries. Fact 3. One of the most surprising uses of ChatGPT is in writing computer code. People use it to create websites, fix bugs, and automate tasks. It can write in Python, JavaScript, HTML, and more. But how can a text model suddenly become a programmer? The answer lies in its training. ChatGPT was exposed to thousands of code examples across forums, documentation, and tutorials. It doesn't understand coding logic, it just recognizes the structure and pattern of well-written code. When you ask it to build a calculator or write a function, it recreates the structure of code it has seen before. It's extremely useful, especially for beginners or professionals who want quick drafts. But like everything with AI, there's a catch. Sometimes it makes mistakes, small bugs, missing variables, or incorrect logic. That's because it doesn't test the code, it just generates it. Despite this, it's revolutionizing software development. It helps coders save time, learn new techniques, and even debug code. Some developers even treat it like a coding assistant, not perfect, but incredibly fast. It won't replace expert programmers anytime soon, but it's becoming a powerful tool in their toolkit. As long as users understand its limits, ChatGPT can be like a second brain for developers, one that never sleeps. Fact 4. When ChatGPT launched, most people used it for simple tasks, answering questions, rewriting emails, summarizing texts. But soon, creative users pushed it to unexpected extremes. Some people use it to write wedding vows, poetry, or entire books. Others rely on it for emotional support, even pretending it's a therapist or friend. In classrooms, students use it to draft essays or study for exams. There are even people who've used it to simulate conversations with historical figures or write scripts for YouTube and TikTok. In business, it's being used for market research, ad copywriting, resume polishing, and customer service scripts. One person even used it to plan a wedding, from schedule to decoration ideas. Another had it act as a dungeon master in a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. This explosion of uses proves how flexible language models can be. But it also raises questions: where's the line between human creativity and machine help? Should there be limits on what AI can assist with? These experiments show us that ChatGPT isn't just a tool, it's becoming part of our everyday problem solving. Its uses are only as limited as people's imagination. Fact 5. Since ChatGPT became mainstream, it has triggered one of the most intense debates in tech history: will AI help humanity, or hurt it? On one side, people celebrate it as a revolution in productivity, creativity, and education. It democratizes access to knowledge, helps non-experts complete complex tasks, and boosts efficiency in countless industries. Students, freelancers, writers, coders, they've all gained a powerful assistant. But others worry. What happens when AI replaces human jobs? Or spreads misinformation? Or becomes too convincing in sounding real? Major thinkers like Elon Musk, Stephen Hawking, and others have warned about the unchecked growth of AI. In response, countries have begun proposing AI regulations. The EU, US, and China are working on laws that control how and where AI can be used. Companies like OpenAI have introduced safeguards, like usage limits, watermarking content, and restricting harmful outputs. The debate isn't just technical, it's ethical. ChatGPT isn't just a chatbot. It's a symbol of a new era, where machines speak, write, and even create. We're standing at the beginning of something huge, and how we handle it today will shape the next decades of human progress. So there you have it, 5 surprising facts about ChatGPT that go way beyond the basics. From predicting words to sparking ethical debates, this AI has become more than a tool, it's a global force. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. And stay curious, because here at 5 Quick Wonders, we're just getting started.